Hey guys, how you doing? Kevin the Comic Doctor coming to you with another unboxing. That's right, a box arrived today. Actually, it arrived yesterday, but as I mentioned on another episode yesterday, I was out of the house and unable to grab the box, so it arrived today. And I'm going to tell you, this box looks pretty bad, and I haven't even looked inside this. I opened it up, but I haven't looked inside yet, and there better not be any cracked slabs in here. It really made me nervous when I got home and the FedEx notice was on my door, because I'm thinking, oh man, that means it goes back to the depot and gets unloaded probably. And so I was kind of freaking out. So anyways, fingers crossed, there's nothing wrong with this box. We have a lot of, just like the thumbnail says, guys, I've got a lot of, I think, Silver and Bronze Age goodness in here. Another CGC box is on the way back right now as we speak. It'll probably be here on Monday, so another unboxing will happen at that time. So anyways, let's get started. As per usual, paperwork, which I cannot lose because people often say, hey Kev, how do you know whose books are whose? Well, check this out. All these are individual invoices, right? When I send in books to CGC, like for example, this one right here, it has, one person's entire order on it. And as you can, well, you can't really see it, but essentially all the different books that are on this list are numbered, and those numbers correspond to those numbers on the CGC slab. So it's really impossible really to mix up books. Everybody gets their own invoice, and because of that, when the books come back, they're invoiced separately. Okay. Anyways, again, I'm going to do a video on that in a day or so, actually. So hopefully they'll come on back for that. Okay. Let me bring up the chat just in case something's going on with my sound or video. Oh, there's Wayne. How you doing, Wayne? Crack slabs make me crack up. Well, they don't make me crack up. They make me very sad because it's a hell of a lot of wasted time. Was just catching up on what's in the house. How you doing, Pat? Good to see you. All right, let's get started, guys. Again, I can't be on here too long. I'm not done today. I've been working on a big batch of books, and I have another 10 more I want to attend to before the end of the night. But let's get started. Okay, so first off, hope I have them in the right way. Boy, they pack them in good. Oh, always good to start off with a nice giant. Oh yeah. Here we go. Off to a good start, eh? Nice big crack right there. See that? Look at that baby right there. What a pain in the butt. As soon as I saw the box, I knew. The bottom of the box is like just bang to hell. Anyways, giant size X-Men at a 4.0, which is great, but it'll be going back to CGC. Hopefully there's not a whole, you can hear little bits and pieces in there. I'm going to dump those bits and pieces out so they don't hurt the book at all. Oh, that sucks. Anyways, yeah, I had a feeling, as soon as it was, when the box goes back to the depot, that makes me nervous. And as soon as I saw that friggin' thing yesterday, I knew that was going to happen. Okay, that was one book. Let's hope there's no more. I hope it's not a whole box full of crap. I'm going to take every single one out. Wayne asks, is that CGC or FedEx's fault? Well, I'm going to say it's probably FedEx's fault, right? You guys, I don't know if you've seen how CGC sends their books back. I don't have, well, I can kind of lean this over and show you a little bit. The books are kind of stacked like this. And as you can see, you've got that corrugated cardboard that goes all the way around the box. You've got a base like this on the bottom of the box, and then this goes on top like so. And generally speaking, not many issues, right? But I think any box, no matter how well packed it is, if it's thrown around or if it's, if something heavy's put on top of it, there's always that risk of damage. Anyways, this one did not get damaged, and it's a Hulk Annual 1 and a 6.0 king size special. Nice. Thanks, Hector. I just wish I wish I could pack this stuff up too, to be honest. But you know what? Once the books leave there, once the books leave me to go to CGC for grading, they're out of my hands. And once they leave CGC to come back to me, they're out of my hands. So there's only so much you can do, right? So I just do my best to pack them up appropriately so that when they go to CGC, there's the least chance of damage can occur, right? That's what I'm trying to do. Hey, thanks a lot, Jordan. Appreciate that from Basement Collectibles. Hey, Shelby, how's it going? Good to see you. What else do we got in this unboxing? All right, we've got, oh, beautiful. And again, no crack, which is fantastic. Oh, no, it is cracked. Another one. Right there at the bottom. See that? Silver Surfer number 4. Oh, it's 2. 2 out of 3. That's not good. The good thing is I'm going to write to CGC first thing in the morning, and they're going to send me a mechanical error form, and I'm going to let them know that, well, how many books here. They'll pay for all these to be shipped back, and then they'll pay to ship them back to me again, and I'll probably take another 2 or 3 weeks to get them back. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world. The books aren't destroyed or anything. Just the slabs are. I'm going to actually take the slab out. Oh, no, the other slab out so I don't have to search for it later. And I'll keep my collection of cracked slabs over there. Oh, well, Shelby, I'm doing an unboxing and already 2 books have come back cracked. And as I opened the video up, I realized when I grabbed the box today from the FedEx guy, I knew there was probably going to be some damage. The box just looked like all crushed in. It wasn't very nice. Please don't be cracked. Okay, what do we have here? We saw that one already. Let's see what else we got. Avengers number 55, first appearance of Ultron, and the slab does not appear to be cracked. Yay, another one not cracked. I know. Again, Shelby, I don't think it was CGC. It's FedEx this time around. But CGC will fix the problem, so thank God for that. Next, we've got a Ghost Rider number 2. There was one of these on yesterday's What's in the Press, I believe. And this one is not cracked either. Thank goodness. That's a nice clean book. Oh, James from New Mexico is back again. Hey, Luke, how's it going? You know, guys, I almost did this video tomorrow morning. I was like, I'm pretty tired, and it's like a furnace in here. I got a bit of a headache, actually, because I've been in here probably since around 11 a.m., and it's hot as hell in the space right now. Those presses were going today, and I got a bit of a splitting headache, but I want to get this done. So I have my day off tomorrow from streaming, I mean, so I can do more work. Hector, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Let's see what else we got. Hopefully not cracked. The ones in the middle shouldn't be cracked. Oh, there you go. That's a nice one. Fantastic Four annual number 1. Yeah, nice. Again, no cracks on this one. That's a nice looking book. I think I know who these belong to, but again, I'm not sure. I always guess who they belong to. I'm never 100% sure. There's so many coming back that I can never be certain. We have next a Showcase 32. And just making sure there's no cracks on it. Well, that's nice. And it's 7.5. That's gorgeous. Look at that one. And I think I know who this belongs to as well. Look at that. I think this is a reslab, actually. I think it is. And if it is, there might be something else in here that's really cool. Nope, not yet. I sent a book in for Paul a few weeks ago to be reslabbed. Paul from London, Ontario, I believe. And it's supposed to get the new black and gold, what do you call it, label for pedigree. So I'm really looking forward to receiving that. I think those look great. I love those. All right, Sea Devil 27. No crack. Thank the Lord above. That's a nice one there. Davy Clark, I'd like to see CGC put a layer of bubble wrap inside the corrugated cardboard layer. Well, their boxes used to be bigger, actually. They used to have a more chunkier box, and then they went with these guys. And they use bubble wrap sometimes, but yeah, a nice layer of bubble wrap there. But even with bubble wrap, if this box is thrown around by FedEx, then bubble wrap can only do so much, right? And again, I wish I could show you this. I'm actually pushing, like on the tops, well, my camera's too high, but I'm pushing on the bottom of the cardboard, the box, and it's all caved in at the bottom. So the 4 corners are caved in. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, ah, shit. I should have a box from CBCS tomorrow. Everyone stay tuned for that video to drop this week. And okay, yeah, Shelby's Comics, that's right. Guys, I was interviewed by Shelby's Comics last week. A lot of fun. We talked about pressing comic books and what have you. Shelby's got a great channel over there as well too. So get on over there and give him a follow. And like he just said, he's got a CBCS order coming in tomorrow. So you'll be able to see another unboxings. I know we all love to watch unboxings, right? You want to see Sea Devils? All right. Where'd she go? Right there. Oh, hit my microphone. Sorry, guys. She's a pretty one. You know, a book you don't see too often, right? Sea Devils, but nonetheless, I have seen it here from time to time. Gorgeous. Oh. By the way, yes, I was talking yesterday about that collection I bought last week. My buddy Roy came over and he found probably another 50 books, at least a short box of books that I just skimmed over. I thought, oh, well, they're good books, but they're nothing special. So I'll do another video, maybe when I get a breather, and show you some of the other stuff that I pulled out of it. One of which was the first Bart Simpson in comic books, the black covered one, and it's gorgeous. It's going to be a 9.8 for sure. Hector, I'm in Southern California and want to send you some. Just have to get your shipping instructions for US. Well, Hector, it's pretty simple. You go to my website, Hector, and you fill out the submission form. And once you do that, I then send you my shipping, my address, and I give you some instructions too. For the Americans, for American clients, there are some other little things you'd like to do to make sure there's no hiccups at the border with customs and all that. But I can tell you how I do that. So first step, just go to my website, go to submit now, and then just fill out the submission form. Once I receive your submission form, I'll get a copy. You'll get a copy via email, and then I'll either phone you up or I'll send you an email with instructions. Okay? Hope that helps, Hector. Shelby, yeah, of course he does. James, that's where I met you. Hand coming out of the sunken ship. Yeah, never seen that cover before. All right, what else we got here? Oh, nice one. There we go. Another showcase. Showcase number 7. Challengers of the Unknown. I assume it's their first appearance. That's pretty awesome. That's bound to be a movie at some point, eh? Hey, Paul. Awesome. My showcases are here, and they're looking awesome. Yes, they are, Paul. They certainly are. You're in London, right, Paul? I'm pretty sure you're in London, Ontario. No, so many people now doing this. All right, let's keep her going. Next we have, it was a full box of 25 too. Oh, another, look. Just checking the corners. I don't see any cracks, thank the Lord. 6.5 copy of Giant Size X-Men number 1. So this one survived the travel. So I'm anticipating if we're going to have any more cracks, it's going to be at the back of the box now. Well, I guess it's not such a bad thing. Well, actually it is. Because if I send in the mechanical error request to Giovanna over at CGC, it'll probably take a day or two before I receive a response back to her. And I have a shipment going out probably Friday. Now I'm going to have to wait for her response. I'm going to include those. Actually, I don't have to do that. I can just... She sends me a separate mailing thing, so I can just go ahead and send my books. Oh, look at this. Oh, boy. Sarnia. I'm sorry. That's right. Sarnia. House of Secrets. And it's 7.5. That's a nice grade for this book. And it's 7.5. You know, a hardcover to get in nice condition. And as I was pressing this book, I knew it was beautiful. Look at that. What a stunner. Gorgeous. First appearance of the Swamp Thing. Very nice. Very, very nice. Luke, the Punisher pressed out well, and I think I have it over here somewhere. It's right behind me. I'll show it to you when I'm done this, if I have a second, okay? If I remember. Marco, Giant Size X-Men. I wish I could afford that beauty. They've gone crazy. Yeah, Shelby, she's a nice one. All right, what else we got? I'm checking for cracks, guys. Just making sure. Oh, look at that. Say what you will, guys. Say what you will about CGC. Their slabs are so... Look how nice these books look in these slabs, man. They look great. And CBCS slabs are nice, too. I just don't dig their label. The label looks awful. And logistics over at CBCS too. I'm not big on that either. But anyhow, nice Daredevil number 2. Nice. Yeah, that House of Secrets. Again, I know the order. There's a second book as well, but I'm not sure if it's in here or not. What do we have next? Okay. There's some great books in this batch, man. Another book that's heating up. A 6.5 of Iron Man and Submariner. I'm happy I had an 8.5 come back of my own about 2 weeks ago. Look at that. That's a great cover too. 6.52 Shelby. Nothing wrong with that. Oodles of slabs, Pappy. Oodles and oodles. And again, I have another box coming back on Monday, and that one has a lot of express books and walkthrough books, so higher valued books. And I think there's going to be a surprise for a very lucky person in there too, with an ASM 300. I'm not going to say any more than that. I'll let them watch the video and go, oh, I think it's me. Cleaning included with all orders if necessary. Oh, Hector, essentially, when you fill out the submission form, it asks you for exclusive press and clean. Say yes. And again, if you can always modify the submission form just by hand. So print it out. If you don't want something pressed, just say no press, and I won't press it. Or if you want me to just look it over to make sure, I can do that as well too. But essentially, when you fill out the submission form, it's not necessarily for CGC, it's for pressing and cleaning. There's a box that says CGC. If you want them CGC, then click the box, and then I'll know to send them to CGC as well, okay? Shelby's Comics. People have been sleeping on these last Silver Age books for a while. Yeah, there's a lot. Like that Iron Man Submariner book has been nothing for, even the Submariner number 1, right? You could have got it for a song. I picked up a 9.0 of that about 2 years ago for like a couple $100, I think. $500 is cheap. Iron Man Gold. That's right. What else we got here? Got quite a few left. Another Daredevil. A number 9. And a 7.0. Very nice. Look at that. That's a stunner. That is an absolute stunner. Mike Catalano. My Submariner Iron Man is grading now, hoping for a 6 to 7. Can we fill out the form at you if we hand deliver to you? Of course you can. Yeah, if you come to the shop and you don't want to do... I'll tell you right now, the submission form online is the easiest way. It's very organized. You get an idea of what the cost is going to be. It kind of tallies it up for you. But if you want to come to the shop and fill out I have manual forms at the shop. You can always come in. We can do it there. That's not a problem. Yeah, late Silver Age, of course. Another Daredevil. Look at this. Number 8 and a 5.0. Even these guys, Shelby, were sleeping too. These Daredevil books. Number 1 especially. Now number 1 is popping like crazy. And these other ones I'm sure will soon follow. All right. Now I got to figure whose are whose. What we got here. Another Daredevil. We got a little Daredevil run going on here. Number 6 and a 6.5. I keep hitting my microphone. I'm going to move my microphone over here towards me more. There we go. There we go. And there are no cracks or blemishes. Thank goodness. Very nice. Hey guys, you're joining us just now. I'm just doing an unboxing. I received a CGC box chock full of Silver and Bronze Age. So sit back and relax, and I've got another 8 or so to go. Hector, one day you should do a show of your favorite 10 books in your collection and why. And I'm going to tell you, I actually went to my bank the other day and I upgraded my safety deposit box. I'm going to be adding some more books to that, and I'm going to probably take around 10 of my most, I wouldn't know well, I guess they're my favorite books too, because they're so expensive. 10 of my most expensive books and most loved books, and tell you the stories, how I got them maybe. And those babies are going to be going off probably in the next few days. I already have some books there, but I want to add some more. I went into my bank gave me a great deal on I could probably get about 10 CGC slabs in the safety deposit box that I have, which is pretty cool. I forgot to ask my friend, but do you submit to CGC under your account for people, or do they have... No, I use my account. Yeah, if you're Canadian, much for my Canadian clients, I send books on their behalf, obviously. They come back to me here, and then I organize them, and they either come and pick up if they're local, or I mail them back to them in Canada. That proves to be actually cheaper, believe it or not, than having CGC mail the books directly back to them. But for my American clients, I still use my account and my FedEx account as well, but the books ship directly from CGC to you in the States. So if you're in California, Hector, your books will go straight back to you in California. So they'll come to me, then I ship them back to CGC, and then they go back to you. Gundam Ranger. I'm saying that totally wrong. I'm so sorry. For the long business day delivery, which I think is crazy, they should be clean. For the long business day delivery. What do you mean there, Gundam? I'm not sure what you mean. Pappy, when did you send these? Some of these books are not that some of them are probably economies, so they've been out for a few months anyways. But the giant size X-Men's and any of the higher value books, the Silver Surfer #4, these guys have probably only been there for a few weeks. That's it. All right, let's see what else we got here. I hope one is the one I gave you. I don't. Shipping from Canada to CGC is gross. Well, it's not terrible if you have a good account, right? Nice Defenders #1 and a 7.0. Well, no, they don't, Shelby. I'll tell you. The only discount I give is for walkthrough. If you're using walkthrough, I give you my 15%. To be honest, the CGC is a lot of work, and the only way I make any money on that is through the discounts. CGC used to give me a discount of 20%, and so I'd make, on every $1,000, I'd get $200. So now they reduced it. So for every $1,000, I get $150. For all the paperwork and bubble wrap and boxes and typing and data management, all that, no, I can't do it for free. I know some guys offer their discounts, but it's too much time. I can't do it. I stopped doing CGC for a while because it became very very time consuming. I was spending days sometimes organizing CGC submissions, and I said, screw it, I'm done. I want to focus on the pressing and the cleaning and let them find somebody else to do their CGCing with. But man, there was an uproar. Everybody wanted me to do their CGC. Please do it. Please do it. There's a few shops around here who offer it. There's been a lot of horror stories in the Toronto area. I'm not going to get into all that with shops taking extremely long times to get people's books back. And people were coming to me and some were actually begging me to do their books for them. So I'm doing them, but that's how I make a living. So I can't unfortunately, give out the discount. That's all there. I try, but the walkthrough I do, because the walkthroughs are expensive. I charge a pretty penny for those. So the least I can do with the walkthroughs is I give you my 15% on the walkthrough books. I showed the Defenders book. Marco, if you're only getting 2 or 3 books graded, it costs more in shipping. Yeah, it's not worth it, Marco, to send 1 or 2 books down. And that's why guys come to me as well too. The way I do it is for example, I've got about 3 orders ready to go from 3 different customers, they're going to share that shipping cost. So say it's $75 to ship, I don't know, 100 books down there or 80 books. Those guys are going to split that cost, $25 a piece, which is pretty, and they don't have to pack anything. I do all that work for them. They just got to sit back and relax, and I do it all. So on the way back, on the other hand, a full box like this back to Canada, a full box of 25. If you are doing a full box, I charge $150 Canadian, plus HST, obviously. That includes all the custom stuff, all the shipping nonsense, tracking it, all that, and in some cases insurance as well. And that is proven to be pretty inexpensive. Some guys tell me when they have their books delivered back from CGC, it's in excess of 200, like 250 Canadian. And sometimes they get a bill a month later from customs, and then it's a big rigmarole for that too. But I've got it down to, there's no surprises with me anymore. I've been doing this for so long that I kind of know what to expect from FedEx. I know what to expect from the customs. I'm going to do that video for Wayne, and I'll show you some of the customs forms and everything, kind of quickly show them to you. I've got it down to a science. Oh, Wayne, yeah. It's not, but maybe it will one day. You never know. Yeah, it's just easier. Do all submissions to you weight and same pressing weight line, or does it depend on the comic book? It does kind of depend. a couple of things, Hector. I'll explain that in a second. Look at this baby. I friggin' love this cover. I've always loved this Tiger Shark cover. Look at that. And an 8.0 white pages. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. And it's not cracked. Hector, so basically, Hector, if you've got a book, if you've got, say, 2 or 3 books that are super high value, they're going to get bumped to the top of the line for a couple of reasons. I don't want to have the books on me for longer than I have to. And we'll get them to CGC quicker. Get them through the Express or walkthrough tier quicker as well, too. But if you're sending me, like, say, 25 books and see you have a couple of bigger books in there, I can do the 2 books quickly if you want me to, but most people just like their books to go together. So they just wait in line for their turn, and then I get them all done and send them down. But if you have 1 or 2 big books you want to get done fast, you want them back in your hands quicker, I can do that. It'll cost you a little bit more for shipping because they're going to go by themselves, right? Hi, Comic Doctor. What minimum comic value should I consider a walkthrough? I think it's walkthrough is you can do anything you want, but generally speaking, it's 3,000 and above value. Bronze Age books are great, and they press out beautiful too. What else do I have today? Captain America 118, no cracks yet again. 7.5. Another beautiful late Bronze Age. Oh, no, it's not bronze. This is bronze. This is Bronze Age now, right? This is 1969. Is 69 considered bronze, or is that still silver? What do you think, guys? Is 1969 still Silver Age? I think it ends in 68, doesn't it? I could be wrong, though. Oh, you're zipping my pop here. Yeah, the art really went crazy by leaps and bounds in the 80s, that's for sure. In the 70s. Another Avengers 55. First Ultron. Nice looking. It's silver. Okay. Thanks, Marco. Some tanning on the edge there. That's probably what brought it down a little bit, but it's still a nice looking book. First Ultron. Appreciate all the detailed and clear responses for questions. Well, I'm trying. I have no problem answering questions at all. Better to ask questions and have no surprises, right? Look at that one. Look at this one. Nice looking Avengers #1 and king size special, and a 6.5. I picked up one of these in that collection too. I don't think it's as nice as this one though. Nothing wrong with that. A lot of staining on the back there. If it wasn't for all that staining, like the bad foxing and what have you, this book probably would have come back closer to an 8. Man, it is hot in here. So far, only 2 cracked books. That's not terrible. 4 more to go, guys. X-Men Annual #1, another king size special. Another beauty. That's a nice one. Nice and bright. And it's a white pager too. Look at that. That's fantastic. Yeah, it's not doing too bad. I'm glad they're popping. I don't know what the quality of the video is right now. This camera is pretty good, actually. I want to get a better camera, but anything you can't buy with a C note is a, yeah. Tell me about it. Wayne, Hector, too bad you can't go to meet him. So helpful, busy, but Kevin always has time to. Oh yeah, I love talking about it, and I love meeting people on Saturday mornings at my shop. You can talk about this stuff. Shelby's Comics, seen recent videos where people are soaking books in bicarbonate, I believe, to remove foxing. Yeah, there are ways to remove foxing, and I've done it, and it works. It does change. How can I say this? Using a black light after a book that's been treated, you can tell the book has been treated. Now, is CGC checking for that? They're not currently. I've sent in books that I've treated as experiments, and they've all come back. Blue label, universal, no restoration. And that's great. But I don't do it a lot. I don't do it a lot because it's time consuming. And, you know, if someone sends me a book and there's just a little tad of foxing on it, I'll just get rid of the foxing. I'll do it for them. Oftentimes I won't even tell them. But the one I showed you had just foxing all the way down the back. It's a bit more of an effort to get rid of that. Also, you could open up a can of worms, right? You start taking covers off and soaking them in, you know, these baths and things. Things can go wrong. Look, guys, I am not claiming to be a restoration expert. I don't do restoration work. I don't advertise that, and so I don't do it, and I don't want to get into it because, like I said, it can open up a can of worms, and I'm not set up here for that, so I don't ever claim to be an expert in that, nor do I offer that sort of service. So if you want your book cleaned like that, I can refer you to people that do play around with that more often. There are a couple of guys that I've sent my own books to people to work on because I don't want to get into that, you know. Maybe one day I will, but I don't think so. Excellent. I'm glad to hear that, Fiendish Dr. Wu. That's great. That's excellent. I'm glad because it's live. And I wasn't sure if the live video is as good as like after it's been processed by YouTube. I have no idea. So I'm glad it's good. I got the lights a little bit too bright, I think, today. But anyways, I'm glad that the picture quality is good. When you use the Express hack, do you put any value as the Express book? Well, I try to pick one that is valuable, right? Like, or a book that I really want fast, you know? I have such an extensive collection here that I tell you guys, I always complain. I never do my own books. I have a lot of books that I'm not talking about like AF-15s and stuff like that, but I've got books like, you know, First Hobgoblin and things like that are sitting there that I just have to get to and finish. So if I have a box of moderns that need to get going and I have and the customer doesn't have an Express level book, I'll send one of my own and I'll grab that, you know, that 238 or I'll grab something else and I'll get it ready and off she goes. And I'll pay the Express fee just to get that guy's order through quicker. And you know what? Then I have a book that's going to be coming back as well too. Again, I don't do that very often. Because honestly, more often than not, I have enough books that go Express that, like, again, this next batch I'm sending this week, there's my Punisher is going, and as well there's another giant size X-Men. So there's always a book that seems to go in the Express nowadays. Fair. I agree that it moves into the restoration area and not it does. And you know what? And I said this before, when I started doing pressing and cleaning, I was getting hate mail for it. There were guys that, like, the real purists did not think that pressing and cleaning was appropriate, and they thought it was kind of sneaky. And so when I first started, I was getting some emails from guys saying you shouldn't be doing this, and I'm telling the truth. But then it just, over time, it just exploded. And guys have been doing this for years and years and years. Got to jump my friend. Thought I would pop it. Well, hey, I'm glad to see you, Shelby. I'd like to do another video with you sometime. Maybe we'll do it on my channel this time, or back to you again. I have no problem. Thanks so much. Oh, Jamie, nothing at all. Welcome. We got 3 more to go, guys. 3 more to go. And then I am probably going to, it's almost been 48 minutes already. I'm going to get out of here myself. I got a feeling I'm not doing any more books tonight. I'm probably going to go and chill out. Look at that one, guys. Not so bad. Another Showcase 60. And a 7.0 off-white pages. Again, these books can be had still for pretty good, you know, for a pretty good price. These DC Showcase books and Brave and the Bolds, you can still find them. So, you know, if you're speccing books, these are maybe some of the ones you want to look at. Some of these DC keys, or I would call them maybe secondary keys or minor keys, because one day they could be major keys. Like that Challengers of the Unknown. It's a big book, but it's not a massive book, right? Look what happened with Guardians of the Galaxy when that came out. That was a throwaway book, or the Eternals for that matter. The Eternals, man, I remember seeing no one ever wanted those Eternals books. And just the mention of a movie going into development cranked the price up. Gatekeeping and comic cleaning. Geeks tend to gatekeep anything and everything. They sure do. They sure do. I thought it was kind of funny, you know, and these guys would call me and get mad at me. And I heard from other pressers, they were also kind of ridiculed as well, too, for it. But it didn't last too long. I mean, it's become such a norm now, a practice that most collectors even have their own press now. Just a little tiny press to work on their own books, right? So it's commonplace. My only problem is I just want the books to get done right. I don't want the books to get damaged. I don't want people to hurt their books. After DC Fandom, all DC book keys are frozen and permanent. Yeah, it wasn't a very good... Fandom kind of sucked this year, eh? Yeah, Fandom was kind of not much to it this year. And Eternals is starting to get kind of, the Rotten Tomato on Eternals is heading south. It was like 76, and then today I think it's 68 or something like that today. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see. How about a Nick Fury Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. #1 with white pages with a Nick Steranko cover? Another beautiful comic. Beautiful book. Beautiful book. Yeah, see the... You know, I'm sure the books now, when they go inside these inner sleeves, they get pinched. You see, I'm going to show you this. Check this out. You see that waviness there, guys? Right there along the spine? That's 100% caused by that inner well. Even if I flex the slab a little bit, you can see it kind of, you can see the front of the book kind of flex as well. I don't know. I love the books being in here, but I prefer the other wells. They used to have these other wells. These are different inner wells now. They used to have one that was almost just like a comic book, like a Mylar sealed. But this one has like edges around it. And because I think it pinches the book. Another fella actually sent me a picture of an X-Men #1. He was curious about having it pressed. And when I saw it, it looked exactly like this. And I said, I think the book is behaving that way because of its placement inside that inner well. He seemed to think otherwise, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. People saying Eternals is a $200 million... Yeah, I heard that same thing. Indie film. I'm still very excited for it. I'm still very excited for it. All right, guys, last one. What do we got here? That was pretty uneventful, guys. Sorry. Another Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. No cracks. It was the last book. So there we go. Another one's an 8-0 this time. And it's also a white pager again. So you can see that. You see that? Same thing on this one. You see those ripples there along the edge? That's that inner well, man. It's pinching the book. And I think it does that because perhaps the inner well is not big enough for these Silver Age books, right? I would almost tell CGC that looks like bad handling. I don't know if it's bad handling. I really think once they're sealed in there, it pinches the book. And another area that always seems to get worse is this. I'll show you. Along the top of the book as well, like up along the top. I don't know if you can see this or not. I'll put the light on it. I don't think you're going to see it, but I spend time, believe it or not, I spend time trying to... oftentimes the top of the book is folded over slightly. I spend time straightening that out. Whenever I get a book back, it's folded over again. It's the inner well, guys. It's just not a great... it's not a perfect science, these slabs, right? Some movies do not need to be made. No, they don't. Thanks for the video. Go cool off and rest out. Thanks, Hector. Appreciate it. Thanks for popping by, too. And if you get any questions about submissions, let me know. Happy to give you a call. We can chat over the phone about it too if you have any other questions. Well, guys, that's pretty much it for this this episode, I guess. I don't know if is Luke still out there? Yeah, Luke, if you're still out there, let me know. I got an ASM 361 that's pinched along the bottom. That's like the X-Men one this guy has. It's pinched along the bottom and it's wavy. I'm going to do another video this week again. I mentioned, Wayne asked about the different tiers and shipping. I'm going to do a video probably on maybe Friday morning. If I get a chance Friday morning, I'll do that. And that'll be the last video of the week, I believe, unless I have time to show off some more books from that collection. I might do that as well. Otherwise, next time I'll see you is probably what's in the press next week. I've got a lot of books to still get through. You're very welcome. Yeah, no. Oh, you are still there? Okay, let me grab that. I'll grab that that Punisher book. One sec. It should be here. All right, let's have a look. I think it's here. Yeah, right here. So I pressed it. I'm going to press it again, I think. One more time. I want to clean it up. I think it's going to be a 6.5. It's got some issues still. You know, the rounded edges, I don't think I can. It's too bright. It's kind of hard to show. But anyways, it had a lot of damage over here. Like it had a big, lots of creasing going on here, but I got rid of all that. Anyways, this one, I think this is going to come back a 6.5, maybe a 7. If it comes back a 7, like I said, I'll be very happy. Won't hit a 7.5. I'm very shocked. No way it's going to hit an 8. But, 6.5, 7. It's in that vicinity. So yeah, looking forward to getting that one back. That'll hopefully pay for a big chunk of the collection that I just dropped. Yeah, hey, Hector asks, give some likes. Yeah, please do give some likes and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, when I hit 1,000, I'm going to have a big draw for some free pressing and cleaning gift certificates. So please do that. Yeah, thanks, Luke. I think it looks very nice too. Until next time, my friends, you take care. Have a great night and a great rest of the week. And hopefully I'll see you Friday at some point for that video that I've been wanting to do about CGC tiers and shipping. All right. Have a fantastic night. Have a good one, guys. Bye for now. Bye now.